What do you got here? No comment? What is it, a wheel horse?
Drive a power horse.
A power horse? Real good. How are we gonna get this thing unloaded? Does it roll?
Oh yeah.
What a deal. Loader and everything. Oh, this is... I think your valves need some work. What brand is the loader? Ottawa? Out of Ottawa, Kansas? Oh, what did we get ourselves into? Ran when parked. Well, should we get her loaded? Unloaded? Hey there, boys and girls of the YouTube world. Today the Duff Dog, Mickelson Racing, Boar, and I are gonna see if we can't get a power horse tractor on it. That's right. He got that thing on auction. It's got a Chrysler flathead in it. It's all-wheel drive. That's about all we know. We were up at one of the junkyard tours we did a long time ago. There was one of those in that guy's yard. He thought they were pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool. Came with a loader. We already got that unloaded with the telehandler. We're gonna get this thing unloaded and see if we can get it running for the first time, and who knows when. Sellers didn't know much about it. Let's get her unloaded. He's got all the fancy equipment. Be a lot cooler if your mud flaps said home wreckers. Well, let's look at this thing. Looks like we got a toolbox over here with some spare sprockets. Oh yeah, that's what they said was the loader was run off of a pump off the crankshaft, which had a chain running it. It's only got one differential, but there's a chain that runs off this differential to this hub. Same thing on the other side. And it kind of looks like these pedals maybe engage that four-wheel drive. Transmission, Chrysler flathead. I'm guessing these levers are for the drive. No PTO. Fuel tank. We got ourselves some 1040 John Deere Turf Guard. 1040 apparently is what the old boys like to run in their tractors. It looks like it's got a pretty new battery in it. May of 2022. So maybe they tried to put it in there to get it started for the auction. Who knows? She's definitely been welded up by Ray Charles before. That casting's busted out. Loader wasn't on it when he got it. There's really no nomenclature on the thing. I'm telling you what the heck it even is. The size of them tires, 12 by 24, 8 plies. Caution, keep feet off of chain cases when tractor is in motion. Looks like it's a 4-speed with reverse. Harris Manufacturing Company, Stockton, California. Ooh, all them California things. Since 1902. That's pretty cool. It's a model F8 WC. There's a serial number. I don't know what that means. Let's get the hood off this thing and take a look. Looks like you just gotta take this breather off, and it looks like it was loose. They might have been working on it. Don't forget that. We put that there. Got it. I just want to see you struggle with it. Some mouse poopies. Oh, it's got a flexi air intake hose, so it'll handle all the boost. It is loose, they said on the auction. Oh yeah, sure enough. It's got a Yates American radiator in it with built-in shroud. That's pretty fancy, just like those welds. Where's the dipstick at, Jimmy?
Think with your dipstick, Jimmy!
Good to go. Black as night. It even says capacity 5 quarts. How neat is that?
How neat is that?
I'm guessing that's the oil filter. Doesn't have a full flow oil system. Generator. oil fill, coil, you know, all the good stuff. Straight pipe, needs a tink, tractor life. Also needs the clamps tightened up. It's got the old ball and ball carburetor that they made for Chrysler back in the day. Similar to what the 57 Plymouth had and that 51 Plymouth. Little electric inline 6-volt pump. I'm guessing there's a pump somewhere. Oh, look, it's got the factory split manifold on it. So you can bolt up a second pipe there and one there. Oh, hot rod. This is your governor system driven off a belt. That belt looks like it's about ready to exit stage left. Oh, that exhaust pipe is pretty much rotted right through. So that split manifold and dual carb intake that we got on that 51 Plymouth, I think would bolt right onto here actually. There's your oil pump. It's kind of an external setup. I don't know where the fuel pump's at. I would imagine they had some type of mechanical pump at one point. Maybe not. All right, let's figure out how to turn this thing over. Neutral. Key don't turn it over, so I'm guessing there was a push button at one time. Probably used to be right there. So we'll get the old loser switch out and see what we can figure out here. Oh, what's this thing dated? 7/19 of 22. What's the date today? 17th? 9/17, so 2 months old that they tried it. This should be positive ground, but it looks like they got it hooked up as negative ground. We'll hook that to our battery power. Somebody sent us this thing. They even put slingshot and gauge and made it out of flexi hose, so they know how much I love those. Oh, that's a solid button on that thing. Is it turning? Oh yeah. Next thing we got spark. No. Keys on. You suppose that wire has anything to do with it? Oh, there the fuel pump kicked in. All right, now let's see if we got spark. Oh yeah. Well, let's check out the fuel tank. Let's see what's in here. Oh man, I can already tell you, it ain't gonna be good. Oh yeah. She's a little chewy in there. We'll just hook up a boat tank, go from there. So we got our boat tank hooked up here. This one's even got a fancy primer bulb. You can tell it's primed because it's nice and hard. Ooh, Bob's Industrial Supply, that's a good one. 24 liters, how many gallons is that?
No idea how many liters are in a gallon. 3.8?
All of them. We'll just call it a 6 gallon.
Works.
So, maybe give her a little hot sauce, see if she lights off. All right, slingshot engaged.
Slingshot engaged.
Oh, she wants it. I'm gonna go run the choke. One of you, I don't know what the heck, what's on or what's off, or if it actually, oh no, it comes like a perfect 90. It's probably just easier just to do that. All right, let's see what happens. That's a good 6-volt battery. Maybe take it off.
Half choke.
Just take her all the way off. And then, where's the throttle? No way. This is not the throttle.
Yeah. Yeah, sure is.
That lever is
Sure is.
the size of the drive shaft in a Nissan. I like how the whole firewall moves when you pull it. Oh, I could see this radiator hose moving. Oh, it does have a flexi hose on it. There you go. Yeah, we're just gonna... I'm surprised the farmer didn't just have a wire hooked up to there and just brap brap. Yeah, that. All right. I don't think you gotta, yeah, just hold her WFO. Let's, usually these flatheads are pretty known for having stuck valves. So let's go ahead and pull some spark plugs, see if we get any compression.
Yep.
Send it to her. All right, let's give her the old thumb compression test. One's good. 2 is not so hot. 3 maybe. Not looking good on 4. Absolutely nothing on 5.
One and 6. Nice.
It's amazing it even fired.
Yeah.
2.
Well, that's why when you hear that pop once in a while, that was those.
It was 1 and 6.
Yeah, and they'd be opposite. 1, 5, 3, 6, 3, 4. So we got these little inspection covers here for adjusting your valves. Let's take those off and see if we can see if the valves are sticking. So you can see this is the intake on number 5 is stuck open. It's pretty common that it's the intakes that are stuck, obviously, because that's where water goes in the easiest. On cars anyway, tractors, it's a 50-50 because they both run downhill. That looks like all that's stuck right now, so let's pry on that one and put some looby-dooby on all of them. For sludge though, it looks really good. They got these little grooves here where stuff likes to sit. Oh yeah, the Milky Way has collected in there. That's the good stuff.
Get the good stuff!
So we'll spray those down and try prying on that one. Hopefully it doesn't break. Son of a biscuit.
She foo barred down.
No, well, I mean, let's crank it over and see if any of the other ones are sticking. Okay. Really? I think that's the only one. Got it!
Or did it break?
We're gonna find out. We'll just put it
That
right.
didn't seem like you were reefing on it that hard as you were before.
I don't know. It's the coil. Alright, now try bumping her over. Okay. Bump it. Okay. Alright. Bump it just a hair. Again. Alright. Okay. This on a John Deere, you only got 2 cylinders to deal with. Bump her over. Alright. Alright. Okay. 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 Only give me a tool for this. Okay. Okay. Okay, go. Alright. Okay. Okay. No, man, I've had them times where it's like, you know, a dozen times, but I mean, right there must be. Well, I was down here prying on that valve for the last half hour. Looks like we got a Chrysler industrial engine, model industrial -8A, 512, serial number 61707. Don't know what any of that means, other than it's industrial. I don't think it's been rebuilt. Hey, found out where the fuel pump goes, where this super fabricable block off plate is that's leaking oil. So the more you know. I'm guessing somebody went through this carburetor at some point.
It's leaking pretty good.
So they didn't go through it very well. All right, well, I guess we'll hook our gas back up, throw some spark plugs in it. Maybe we'll put a little oil down those cylinders just to boost compression. That's disappointing. We didn't get to do any valve adjusting. It's good enough for your John Deere lawnmower. It's good enough for your power horse. Well, the owner says there's 30 pounds of oil pressure while we're cranking it over, so that's better than most of the stuff I drive. He's also not yelling at me for putting his spark plugs in with an impact, so he's a good guy. All right, let's turn on the ignition, hook up our fuel pump. Sweet. Slingshot engaged.
Slingshot engaged.
Hot sauce. Give it a little snort. Caught those on fire a few times and they backfire. That'll make you makes you run. What are you doing letting off the freaking throttles, you scaredy cat? You just got second place in the Derby. You're out of the money now.
Oh.
They just keep a pin. Yeah, let it slowly go back the other way.
Okay.
It might be idle. That you just burn away. Look at them lifters rocking. Oh, I was just bragging about how good the Governor was working. It's definitely got a little binding going on between the radiator hose and the exhaust pipe there. Light her up, see what happens. Give her some hot sauce. What'd you do, Richard?
What'd you do?
You spark or something?
Let's see, I guess. Try it. Sure enough, that key on?
Yeah.
So I think what we found was this wire was coming off down here. We don't know why it's not hooked up. We're not going to hook it up just so we don't burn the shop down. And then these coil wires are loose, and the coil's just kind of hanging on for dear life by hopes and dreams. So we're just going to wing it. I'm guessing that stud is, yep, broke off in the head there. So somebody else's problem. Let's see what happens. Which way was?
This is shot.
I think we want to go wide open. We probably flooded it from.
Need hot sauce?
No, I think we got it flooded already from not having spark. Try it.
Slingshot, engage.
Slingshot engaged.
Give her a shot of gas. It's got that hot cam in her. No exhaust leaks. There's a throttle? Do throttle things? Oh yeah. Maybe a little bit too low. Might have to give her
Again?
shout out to that battery and starter on this thing though.
No spark?
No spark. Now you control the power. All right. There we got spark.
Yeah, it's like it lost spark again. The fuel pump's still
Leave it. Okay. Should adjust the needle and seat. Try her again. It's definitely a fuel issue. All right, so we found our problem. Somebody hooked up the fuel pump backwards, so you got a steel on this thing because it wouldn't run because the fuel pump was backwards. That's easy enough to fix. I think it was they had it grounding through the body.
So that's why the boat tank looks like a balloon?
Apparently we were pumping air into the tank. Good stuff. Sorry, Bob. Just when you think you've seen it all. You're dumb.
Now we got bindage with our
Don't worry.
governor linkage.
It's adjustable. All right.
Fuel pump is not mounted correctly.
Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, we got fluid. Where's the?
Didn't tighten that up enough.
Didn't tighten it up enough.
Well.
So that's how line wrenches work. They don't just automatically tighten the fitting for you.
Wouldn't know.
I'll try it. Much better. Oh.
Pump even.
Whoa!
Now what are we leaking?
Apparently they also didn't tighten the other end of the...
Oh. This was definitely a government job. Kind of like today. One person working, two people standing around. Yeah, you put that the right direction, so when you gotta...
I don't know if you want to stand there.
Try number
Who knows
3.
what else is going to leak.
We're about out of leak points.
Ready?
Yep.
longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, and I had it pinned for a while there too.
Right.
How weird is that? You'll just have to have a toggle switch on here when she starts biting. Just give her the old nos. So here's the situation why it was being all lopey. Mickelson thought it was super cool, but the fuel pump's putting out too much pressure, and so it's getting past the needle and seat and running in, and then the governor is overcompensating, so revving it up. So we unhooked the fuel pump and then it smoothed out, but unfortunately you're not going to get fuel after a while. So what we're doing now is we got the fuel pump wire here and this battery wire here, and so we're just going to have to hook and unhook it every once in a while. It's going to be real good. He's an electrical technician. What are you? Electrical qualitative engineering, sophistication.
What he said.
Yeah, that. Yeah, so he says it's good. So we're good. We got the side covers back on the engine. I think we're gonna see if we can try to figure out how to make this thing move. It didn't come with an owner's manual, so Duff said just spray and pray. See what happens. Also, our friend Charlotte is back today. A lot of protein right there. So we got our loser switch here to start it. We got our fuel pump and our ignition kill. We got our clutch. I think those two pedals are for the front drives. And these are for steering, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're brakes and you just start driving. And this is your gears, so we're just gonna wing it. Hopefully it's got a clutch. We've had bad luck with those as of recent. We got coolant in it now. Mickelson spilled all over, so no worries. We cleaned it up so Duff didn't drink it. Fuel pump thing is going to be real hard to get used to. I was just gonna try road gear. Son of a... Oh. Did our orange wire come off? But it did. Can't hear my fuel pump no more.
Fixed it.
Yeah, it's got some quirks. hitting about 140 degrees, 60 pounds of oil pressure. I don't think it's charging though.
Duff, what do you think?
Well, Duff, what do you think about power horses? We need to get ourselves one of them home wrecker rollback deals. Would that be pretty sweet? I don't think we're gonna get to the loader thing today. That's above our pay grade. The old Owatonna here, Ottawa. The valve, she's stuck. I'm guessing you can't just get parts from those at your local TSC. Oh my gosh, square body life. Yeah, mufflers are overrated. We got ourselves a wheel horse? Power horse, 4-wheel drive, tractor running for the first time in who knows how long. Somebody had been trying to get it run recently. You could tell by the new carburetor and the newish battery. But they weren't very successful with that stuck valve and with the fuel pump hooked up backwards. So I got to do some wiring. The right brake, well, we got to figure out how to run the thing, first of all. And the right brake, she's NASCAR. She only goes left, not so much right. So some fine tuning to do there. But she's good enough to go to the Pulling Bee next weekend. So thank you very much. Check out the other videos. Go get yourself some merch. Link down below. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get it done, as long as you're having fun. And 4-wheel drive tractors with no cabs and no seats and no seat belts and zero safety equipment. They're pretty fun too.